Hey guys, this is Harper, but this time we are actually recording on my third channel, the Narrations Channel. So, this is Hyper Narrations. Yes. So today we're reading a book. It is called Red, Purple, What's the Difference? William Afton, next reader. I made this book. It's inspired by, what time is it? I can't remember who it was by. I think my book should say, I think so. Hold on. It should say in the introduction. Goddamn. Okay, I can't remember. It doesn't say. But yes, we're gonna read chapter 1. Yes, so here we go. I'm also probably gonna add some sound effects or something for some of these. Okay? Just so I know what line I'm reading, I will read it, and then I'll probably erase that and put the sound effect or something. So, my alarm clock went off. I groggily turned it off and almost went back to sleep until I heard my phone ring. I sighed and answered, and almost immediately started laughing my goddamn ass off. Oi, bitch, you better fucking get your arse set ready, because you've been sleeping for quite some time. Okay, I'm done with the fucking act, okay? It's almost 12, and you need to get your ass over to the park as fast as possible, or I'm gonna get you. Jesus. Sometimes I question why I read some things, but whatever. Riley said, while being her goofy self. I sighed and wiped a tear from me laughing so goddamn hard, but enough laughing I had to get ready, so I walked over to my closet. As I looked around, I found a cute black strapless crop top. I took it out, and then I found cute ripped jean shorts. I got undressed and put my outfit on, but something was missing. My favorite hoodie, of course. I grabbed it and wrapped it around my waist. And if you must know why it's my favorite lyrics from my song. That makes you see red, but all I see is purple instead. Damn, that song was just the bomb. Also, I'm sorry for my stutter reading and stuff. This is why I'm trying to get out of the box, because I have this horrible fucking stutter, and it drives me bonkers, and I bet you it drives some of you bonkers when you watch my videos, and I'm so sorry for that. I probably will explain this on my main channel, but practice makes perfect. But enough of that. I made sure that nobody saw me, or I would not be going to meet Riley at all. But thankfully my mom wasn't home. At least my dad is way nicer than mom. Even though he's killed 3 to 4 people, or may or may not be wanted for murder, he will always be with me no matter what. So I'm not talking about that. I walked out of my house knowing my mom was at work, and I met up with Riley. Riley, my God, there's something in my throat. I know what, a fucking cough that doesn't want to come out. There we go. With Riley. Wow, you're 2 minutes early, surprisingly. Riley spoke quite stunned. Luna, I let you out to go to the bathroom. This ain't the time. I'm reading a book. Riley spoke quite stunned. Yeah, whatever. I had to make sure my abusive mother wasn't home and at work. I spoke while I had the chills just thinking about my mom. Oh shit. Right, your mom's a piece of shit anyways. She's just jealous that you're more beautiful, smarter, and more lovingly than she is, Riley said with that proud, goofy smile that she has. Man, Riley was half right about all of that. My mom is gorgeous, but not beautiful. But moving on from that, I hopped in Riley's beaten up Dodge as we played some good-ass rock music. Man, Nickelback was the fucking bomb. Even though I really like the song called Purple, I really like this band. Me butting in. Sorry if you hate Nickelback, but I really love the band. That is true. I love the band. I know every single song and every single album. Help. As we got closer to Sam's Pizza, my face was dumbfounded, as if something was gonna happen. But who knows, maybe something will happen. As Riley parked and we jumped out of her truck and made our way to the entrance, then Riley pushed me a little and ran to the door, imitating my dad and my mom going on dates, well, when they actually loved each other. I giggled at this. Man, do I ever miss the old mom I used to have. Man, now I can finally open the door for you, Riley said, trying to mimic my dad's voice. I laughed, and so did Riley. We walked in, and Riley, there's really nothing to do here besides buying pizza and talking. That's really it. I spoke, which Riley didn't respond, and just dragged me into the very back of the pizzeria. A sly smirk grew on Riley's face. I bet you $50 that you won't stay under for 60 seconds. Riley said, looking back and forth between me and the ball pit, and it was for $50 too? I bet I will, Riley chuckled. Alrighty then, get in there, Riley said. I nodded, but stopped for a minute. By the way, by the look at this ball pit, I would like that $50 beforehand. Fuck, I could die in there. I spoke, which Riley shook her head, but proceeded to hand me the $50 bill. Then I put it in my pocket. I went in there, not even bothering to take off my shoes, and jumped, which made Riley laugh. Then my nose was filled with dust as I held my breath for a bit. Then I started counting until I heard children screaming and arcade games going off and parents talking. Since when did it get so busy here? I thought to myself, but continued counting. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I counted, but then I couldn't take it anymore. I surfaced. Even if I lost the bet, I didn't care. I wanted to see what in the fuck was happening. Once I did, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was in an arcade room with a few tables and chairs, and there were kids here and parents. I soon realized I was in a ball pit full of children, so I got out and everything on me was still in my pockets. Thank God. I stayed under my breath. I walked around and found myself in the main area where Sam would have been, but everything was so different. The stage that was once empty was filled by 2 characters. Oh, I was like, what? That was a bear and a bunny. And all the really, really little kids were all around the stage, which was just so cute. But then I realized something was weird about the way the parents dressed and the kids dressed. Even the design of the diner seemed odd. Then it hit me. Did I just travel back in time? I thought to myself, well, my skin color. That's skin color. So SC is skin color, just saying. It would say in the introduction. I'll leave the link to my Wattpad and the book in the description. My SC skin went from normal to pale extremely fast. Then I needed to ask someone what year it was. Fast. I went over to a nice woman with her 3 kids. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but what year is it? I asked, trying not to act so freaked out. Oh, Sugar Cube. How do you not know? How do you not know the year? It's 1980. Now how about you go drink some water? You look like you've seen a ghost, the woman said. I thanked her and took her advice and drank some water. Now all I have to do is not freak out in front of all these wonderful people. So I sat down, and a very pretty waitress came over to where I sat. Welcome to Fredbear's Family Diner, where fantasy and fun come to life. What can I get for you? She asked with an adorable smile that reminded me of Riley. I'll have a plain cheese pizza, just 2 slices. Would do just perfectly. I say. She wrote it down and walked to the kitchen, I'm guessing. Time skip. As it was getting dark, I realized I had no place to go. And my mom would be about 6 years old in 1980, and Dad would be 8 years old. So I walked out of the diner and just walked to where I could ask someone to spend the night. So I walked and walked and walked and walked. It felt like years, but in reality it was only about 50 minutes. Then my phone rang from someone texting me. I looked at it. It was Riley, and she was scared shitless. I guess that time doesn't stop when I travel back in time. Or maybe it does somehow, and I just don't know how to make it stop. I thought to myself, trying to think positive. But my luck was only getting a bit better. When I found a house, a few actually, but one stood out to me the most. So if they say no, what should I do? I guess breaking in would be the other option. I guess. I thought to myself, and it was settled. If they didn't let me in, I'll break in. As I walked up to the house that stood out for me, I was about to knock until when a woman came crying out from out the door with both anger and sadness on her face. It's over, Will, so don't try and stop me, the woman said while she ran from the house to her car. A man also emerged from the house. Clara, stop making a big deal about everything. You know what? I don't care anymore. Leave. If you really loved me, you would stay. The man said that I was guessing he was Will, but I couldn't make out their faces. But all I know is that the names were familiar to me. I couldn't put my finger on it. Where I heard the names Clara and Will before. Then I realized I was just daydreaming about that. I don't know what that was about, but it sure kind of hurt to see that woman named Clara run off in tears. But I moved that aside and knocked on the door. I waited there for a bit, then I heard footsteps. Then the door opened. What do you want at this time of night? The man asked me, obviously annoyed. Hello, sorry to bother you. To bother you? Oh, God. I was like, wait a minute. Where's you coming from? Jesus. But I need a place to stay. And I was wondering if I could stay here for the night. I asked politely. No, go back to your house, kid, or did your parents kick you out? Not my problem, he said and shut the door right in my face. Well, fuck you, asshole. I spoke to the man, even if he didn't hear me. I just said it anyways. Guess he's breaking in then, I thought to myself with a worried expression was plastered on my face. And we'll read 2 chapters. Just so you guys know. As I went to the back of the house, I saw that they had a vine grower thing. But before I climbed it, I looked in through some windows before I would do this. When I saw the man fighting with a boy, probably his son. Thank God he's distracted. Not so great. He's fighting with his son, though. I thought to myself as I began to climb the vine grower thingy, which I tried to make sure to not make any sounds. Once I got to the top, I opened the window, then jumped out. But me jumping down wasn't the best idea. Thankfully, there was a closet in this room, and it looked looked all pink, so I must be in a girl's room. Wait a minute. As I looked at the bed, there was nobody, so I breathed out a sigh of relief. Until, what the fuck was that noise? I heard the man's voice yell from downstairs. After that, I heard heavy footsteps coming right for this room. I hid in the closet. As I tried to not make any sounds, as I calmed my breathing, so I didn't draw too much attention to the closet. Dad, you're just being paranoid. I heard a child speak with a British accent. Huh. Weird, I thought to myself. No, I swear I heard a thud coming from this room, and you heard it too. The man spoke with anger in his voice. Okay, you're right. Maybe something fell, I heard the child say. Then I saw that the light went on, and I tried to not even think about what would happen if they found me. Maybe it was our imagination playing with us, I heard the child say again. Oh my god, where did again come from? I don't know. But just before they left, the lights got turned off and the closet door opened, so I moved as quickly and quietly to the other side. Then a hand grabbed me. We meet again? I say, obviously terrified for my life. What do you think you're doing in my house? The man said, with pure anger, so I knew I was fucked. Then he pulled me out of the closet with a very angry expression, like he was pissed. Look, let me explain, I began to say, but I was cut off. Explain what? Explain it to the police for all I fucking care. The man spoke. Look, just let me explain. I spoke as I looked at the man as he wore a purple button-up shirt with dark navy blue jeans. Then once I looked at his face, I realized he looked very familiar to me. Excuse me, but, are you William Afton? I asked nervously, hoping it wasn't who I thought it. I think it is. Yes, I am. And please give me an explanation. I would absolutely love one. William spoke. Okay, look, this might sound crazy, but I'm actually from the year 2022. I say as I knew to them I would sound crazy. Yep, I'm calling the cops. William spoke bluntly as he was about to leave the room to go to the telephone line. Wait, I have proof, I spoke as that piqued William's interest. As I pulled out my phone, Michael seemed amazed. I know William did too, but didn't want to admit it. Whoa, that's so cool, Michael spoke with amusement. Indeed it is, Mike. William spoke while trying to hide his amusement. And I guess they believed me, but of course the questions came. What can it do? Michael spoke. Michael said, sorry, Jesus, with excitement showing on his face. And from the way the moon was reflecting off his eyes, you could literally see stars in them. Well, you can download apps, listen to music, play games, watch videos. You can do a lot. I spoke as I showed them the app store. I haven't pulled up a YouTube video and a game to demonstrate what my phone can do. But sadly, it does not make your food for you. I say in a joking manner, which I got a chuckle from William and a giggle from Mike. Yes, I am funny, I thought to myself as I giggled. How's the future like? William spoke in his charming accent. It's pretty shitty, not gonna lie on that. I spoke bluntly, as William raised an eyebrow. How so? He asked, which I sighed. Well, there was a pandemic, so there was this virus that turned out to be a bacteria. The government is trying to control all humans alive. As some states, you can't even get abortions because it's not our body, which is stupid because we have that freedom for a fucking reason, because teenagers are stupid sometimes. I spoke as they looked at me, stunned. Geez, that is pretty crappy. Michael spoke, which I nodded. What else is there? Michael began, then paused halfway through his sentence. Oh, wait, what's your name? Michael asked, as William pinched the bridge of his nose. That should have been your first question, Michael. William spoke as Michael giggled. I'm YN. YN Ellen. I think that's how you say the last name thing. Like, your last name or something. Or like last name, I don't know. Ellen? I don't know. Don't judge, okay? I spoke. Wow, that's such a pretty name, Michael spoke. It's a lovely name, actually, William spoke. Is he pretending, or does he actually mean that? I thought to myself, because people could never tell with him, as his personality could change in a snap. Oh, how rude of us. I'm William Afton. Which you already knew that. This here is my son, Michael Afton. William spoke as he grabbed my hand and kissed the back of my hand. I blushed at that. Once William let go of my hand, he chuckled at my little reaction. And the only reason I acted like this was because I really didn't have any boys act like this to me. All the boys in my time were just a bunch of assholes. Which I've really never felt anything but hatred, and nothing but hatred. I've never felt love. Well, besides when I'm with my dad, of course. Well, I think I'll make some dinner. Michael, I need you to do your homework. I know it sucks, but you need to. Wow, Buddy just switched his mood from yelling at his son to be like, I know it sucks, but I believe you can do it. Jesus, William says, with a calming tone to his son. Which Michael sighed and went downstairs. Then William looked at me. Darling, are you coming? William said. I blushed again, but 10 times worse. What did you just call me? I say to see if I'm not imagining anything. William chuckled at this and came a bit closer to me, which made me blush to my ears. Why, I called you darling, doll. Oh, shit. William said with a sly smirk on his face. Then he guided me to the living room, 'cause knowing me, I wouldn't make it down the fucking stairs. Once we got there, I regained my skin color back, and I wasn't so red and heated to my face. Then William went to the kitchen and started to cook dinner. Then I felt someone tap my shoulder. I turned around to see Michael. What's up? I spoke while I smiled softly at Michael. I need help with my homework, Mike said. I sighed happily at him. As long as it's not math, I'll be fine. If it is, I'll try my best. I'm not the best at school, I say, which seemed to make Michael giggle. I'm not the best either. That's why I have homework, Mike said, as me and Mike made our way to the dinner table. I realized he was stuck on a math problem. Is it not too late to back down? I say in a joking manner. Michael giggled. It's way too late now, Mike said. Then I had to think on how to help him. Okay, sorry if I can't help you that much with math. My family has a history of being extremely bad at math. But if I can't help you, maybe ask your dad, but I'm hoping I can help, I say with a small smile on my face. So as I was helping Mike, and it seemed like forever, but in reality it was only 20 minutes, I got Mike done with his homework, and when he was done, William was done making dinner. Alrighty, and that's gonna do it for this episode of, these two chapters, or should I say episode? I think it's episode of Red Purple, What's the Difference? William Afton X Reader by Harper Gaming, which is aka me. Which y'all probably should already know that, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a like, subscribe, cause I'm just starting to make videos on this channel now. I've started making more videos on my main. I haven't started making anything on my VR channel because I don't have any VR stuff, but yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this. So, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.